This is the Angel Tarot card by Doreen Virtue. This is going to be like the main energy going on. I'm going to start with at the beginning of the zodiac, which is Aries. So I'm going to pull one card from each of the oracle decks and then two from the tarot. As you can see, like while I shuffle, sometimes you'll see a card. Oh, thank you, Maria. Sometimes you'll see a card just pop out. That's usually a strong message, and Spirit really wants me to, like that. And Spirit usually wants me to really use that, okay? So, I'm going to do that. Give me 1 second. The next deck I'm using is the Energy Oracles, and these cards are from Sandra Ann Taylor. These are beautiful. I love these. I love these cards. They're so pretty. But this is going to be for the week of, well, it's supposed to be the 1st through the 7th, but yesterday I got really overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff, so I didn't get to do it yesterday, and I apologize for that. So I'm here today, and let's just see what's coming in for Aries this week, okay? All right. Just wait for one of these to pop out, maybe. If not, then I'll just grab one. This is going to be more like a guidance card, this one here, this deck that I'm using. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll just go with that one. And this is the Romance Oracle from Doreen Virtue. We'll touch on what's going on in your love life, maybe. Everybody wants to know that, right? So, hold on. Okay. All right. And I'm grabbing two tarot cards that I'm going to combine with the Archangel, with the Angel Tarot. The Angel Tarot is going to be more like kind of the main energy, and then the two cards will be sort of like why. So we'll get it together. I'll explain as I go. Okay. Aries. March 1st to the 7th. There's one. There it is. Okay. Okay, Aries. Let's see what's going on for this week only. This is just going to be the first week. Okay, this is Ego. This is the card Ego. It says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused, and material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. And that makes sense, really, with the two cards that came up with it, the two tarot cards that came up with it. The first one is the Nine of Wands, and then the next one is the Magician in reverse. The Magician stands for not really being able to materialize the things that you want, not feeling in control of a situation. Hey, Richie, not feeling in control of a situation, feeling like you can't manipulate things the way that you need them to, and it's really starting to exhaust you. The Nine of Wands is a card that says that you really just don't think you have the energy to move forward anymore. And I'm not sure if this is in regards, I'm not seeing this in a material aspect. This is like a high energy card. This is this could definitely, because it's a fire, and that's what Aries is, it's a fire sign, this definitely could have a lot to do in relationships. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you've got the Forgiving and Learning card in reverse. And so that's just kind of adding a little bit more energy. And this is to me, and this may not be for all Aries, This is just for the Aries that this resonates with. So if you're an Aries and this isn't making sense to you, then this isn't for you, okay? And you might want to go look up your rising and your moon signs, because you may be more in tune or more energetically connected to the, I don't know the words to use, but well, Kobe, maybe this is one of your this could be one of your either rising or moon then. It could be very well that be the case. And so the woman holding the heart and forgiving and learning is what came up in reverse. I'm showing it to you in reverse because that's the way it came up, but a lot of people want to see it upright. So this is the card, forgiving and learning. And this is the catalyst with it is woman holding the heart, okay? So they're very connected. So this whole entire reading this week, it seems like it has to, it's definitely dealing on an emotional level and not feeling you're like in control of your situation. But that's an illusion, okay? Don't ever feel like you're never in control. You're a human being. You're always in control. You have your own mind, your own body parts that you can use to manipulate things, whether they're tangible or not. So don't ever feel like you're not in control. But one of the things that you need to work on in order to feel more empowered this week is maybe start doing a little bit of inner work. Start going over things that affected you growing up, because they have a big impact in your love life today. Hey, Berta. They got a really big impact on what's going on with you now. So you might want to really do a little bit of inner healing from maybe some things that happened as a child even. Maybe not to you necessarily, but maybe something you've seen, and it could also be with you, but try to work on that, because you're having a difficult time moving through your daily life, because it's almost as if your past is catching up with you on some level, and maybe unconsciously thinking that you have no control of your situation, and maybe following patterns from childhood. Okay, so just try to maybe meditate this week. Hey, Nikki, maybe try to meditate a little bit this week, and and try to go within. Try to take some time to yourself, because I really feel like it's needed. And try not to lash out at anybody this week, because you really are really sensitive this week. So things are going to work out. Just let this energy pass, okay? Hey, Carmelita. If I said that right, I hope. I'm not good with accents. Okay, so next up is Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you this week. I'm just going to keep this all in like one video, like I said, because when I was splitting up the videos for the monthly, it ended up taking the entire day. So that was a lot. So, okay, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you. Oh, there he is. Got renewal. Oh, good. Okay. Let me see what's going on. Romantic life there, Taurus. My moon is in Taurus, so I'm feeling a little rejuvenated. So far, this is resonating with me as well. Let's see what's going on with romance. Separation. Well, isn't that lingering? Okay, here's your guidance card. Well, it's lingering for me anyway. All right. All tied up. That definitely goes with... So the way that this is playing out, it seems like the romance and the guidance card are going hand in hand, and the angel tarot is going hand in hand with the regular tarot cards that I use. And these tarot cards that I use, they are so... I can't even... just look how pretty and detailed that is. These are the Tarot Apocalypsis. This is the deck. It is so beautiful. It is so, so pretty. And I was actually surprised when I purchased it because the way that it was packaged, the book that came with it, I mean, it just seems like this set would be super ridiculously expensive. And it wasn't. I think I only paid like maybe $25 for it, but I'll tell you, it looks like it's worth way more, and it's so pretty, and the colors are so bold. But all right, Taurus, let's see. Oh, there's one. Okay, now the next one. All right, Taurus, March 1st through the 7th. Energy's coming through for Taurus. Okay, the Hanged Man. All right. Okay, Taurus. So the renewal card says, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so we got, with that, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So what this is telling me is that you know inside that it's time to move towards something new. You're feeling it, you desire it, but there's a little tension there. There's a little nervousness in that, or maybe even a feeling of being stuck. Sometimes that could just feel like you're being stuck. And you're really trying to, this Two of Pentacles is really trying to balance it out, really trying to make a decision, a balanced, well thought out decision, and trying to feel like you're not going to drop the ball, if that makes sense. Like you're really, I mean, look at this woman. I mean, she looks like she's standing on something in the middle of the ocean, trying to keep her balance, but on each side of her, you see it's like these serpents. It's like they're coming at her, and so she's trying to be really graceful, still trying to be graceful and trying to balance that energy and move forward, but you're feeling stuck. Like this is the Hanged Man. This is somebody who feels like they're in limbo. So whatever decision that it is that you need to move forward towards or away from, whatever this decision is, I feel like that this is, I don't feel like you're going to be able to reach this goal by the end of the week, because this is the energy for the week, okay? So understand that. And I really feel like, and like I said before, this isn't all Taurus, okay? So if you're a Taurus, this isn't resonating, you really got to look up your moon and your sun. I mean, your rising and your sun sign, because that may feel more accurate, okay? So, and also for those involved in a relationship, you've got the separation and all tied up. So this really does kind of tie into the tarot as well as this, because you're really thinking about separation or time apart from the person you're with. Maybe you're feeling overcrowded. Maybe you're feeling as if you're being hovered over, and also you got all tied up. So that really goes along with what I was saying about feeling stuck in this situation and really trying to find a way out of it. And it's coming. Okay, it says at the bottom of this card, time apart is on the horizon. So just relax into this, whatever this is. This could be your love life. This could be a job. This could be where you live. This could be any aspect, okay? This could be any aspect of your life, not necessarily just love. I'm only emphasizing on love because I got that up with the Romance Oracle, okay? So just hang in there, Taurus. This is going to play itself out. You will find the answer. You will get unstuck. Maybe not this week, but just kind of sit and relax in the energy and just ride it out. The more you try to force something to happen or force a something in that aspect, the more you kind of push up against the tide. So, you're kind of, when you try to push something to happen, you'll get pushed back. But if you just relax and let things flow, you'll have a better outcome that way, okay? So, good luck with this, Taurus, this week. And This is my moon sign, so I'm definitely resonating with that. I've been doing a lot of pushing too, so that's good advice for myself also. All right, next up is Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on with you. Oh, you got 2 cards here, Gemini, so I'm going to use that. That's important when that happens. All right, so you got the Sun. Oh, you also got the renewal. That makes sense to me, personally. That makes sense. Okay. What's your guidance? Angel of Balance. All right. Romance sector. Children. For God's sake. All right, Gemini, you got all kind of cards coming out at you. Okay. All right, Gemini. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. You've got the Sun card and the Renewal card. That's really good, actually. That means, okay, for the Sun, it's a happy outcome. Whatever your situation is this week, you've got a happy outcome. And then the Renewal came up again. And if you fast forwarded, then I'm going to tell you that happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. That's the Sun. And then the Renewal card says, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Okay. And so underneath that, you've got these 3 that popped out. And, you know, I was only pulling one of the Angel Tarot and 2 of the regular tarot. But these popped out. So I hold on to that because that's significant when it does that. Okay, so you've got the Prince of Swords, the King of Cups, and they're both in reverse. And then you have the Ten of Swords, which is upright. So I feel like what's going on with Geminis right now, I really feel like you're coming maybe to the realization, and the way I'm... Okay, just keep up with me for a second. I'm sorry. Because in the romance, you've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. And then you've got the Angel of Balance. Okay, so I feel like with all these cards that are here, I feel like you know that, and this doesn't necessarily have to be love, but it just seems like that's what all these readings are turning into for the first week of March. So, we'll see. I feel like you want something. It really means a lot to you, but I don't really feel like you're necessarily getting that. I feel like this is something that at one point you were rushing in to get, maybe in an immature way, maybe not, but maybe just really fast, okay? But I don't feel like this is something that would have worked anyway. Let me try to look at this energy a little bit more, okay? Okay. I feel like you've kind of relaxed a little bit. I think you've kind of stepped back a little bit. Maybe you're not coming in so fast wielding that sword of trying to conquer. Maybe this week, I feel like you're just kind of looking for peace, looking for balance. Some of you may have been offering yourself to somebody else and not getting what you wanted, out of that. Maybe the person kept turning you away. But I do feel like at the end of the week, you know, I see the Ten of Swords here. So that feels like kind of just feeling defeated by the end of the week. Feeling, some of you may be even feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. But I feel like you expected this on some level, which is why you're not going to let it affect you the way somebody else maybe would, because you still have the Sun card, you still have the renewal card. So whatever this is that wasn't working out in the past, that you've tried to make work out, you're coming to grips with that. You're actually coming to grips with that, and you're okay with it. You're okay with it. Now you're finally seeing that maybe it wasn't worth all the effort that you were putting in, and you're okay with that. You're sitting comfortable with that. And so with that, you're focusing on what's more important to you. And some of you, it may be children. Some of you may be just being more focused with your children and finding balance in your life, because Geminis have really been unbalanced, not really thinking clearly. They haven't really been thinking too clearly lately, and this is like the past couple months. Maybe a little bit over irrational and a little bit judgmental. And I just kind of feel like by the end of this week, you're sort of coming out of that a little bit, which is awesome, because Geminis have been through a lot too, and you're looking for that balance. You're finding that balance, and you're going to get it by the end of the week, okay? I'm not sure how the rest of the weeks are going to go. You could fall back into that same old pattern, because according to the monthly reading, Geminis were a little bit judgmental. So I think if you can kind of just relax with that, maybe this week, I feel like you're going to just feel more leveled out, more balanced in the first week of March, okay? So all right, Gemini, let me see, who's up next? It is Cancer. Cancer's next. All right, Cancer. Let's see. And I'm trying to move through these readings a little bit quickly, so you can kind of stick around if you want to. So if you already know your sun and your moon, and I haven't said them yet, stick around. You know, I'm going to be doing all the signs right now, okay? All right. Hang on. Cancer. March 1st. Whoa, did you see that? That always happens. Wow, they're falling all over the place. Balance. Boy, this is like a week of balance for everybody. That's the card that came up for Cancer. It's balance. Okay. All right. I got to take these glasses off. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Cancer. Let go of control issues. That came up. Okay. Catalyst. Second chakra. Sometimes they have a mind of their own. Oh, all right, Cancer. I really feel like some of you Cancers are involved with a fire sign. Okay, the energy for Cancer is the balance card, and it says the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. So that makes sense with the tarot that came up, which is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands of like our new beginning, starting something new, but kind of going in really fast, kind of going in really fired up, full of energy. And when you get the balance card as an angel guidance, that means slow down. Take your time, because whatever it is that you're rushing into may not work out if you when you go in really fast, you're not really thinking too much. And you've got the Magician card in reverse, and that's not being able to control a situation. And it's moving really fast. Whatever the situation is, there's like new ideas, new innovative ideas, new ideas on direction, new ideas in work, new ideas in love, whatever this is. But I really feel like whatever this is, you've got to let go of, because the other card that came up was control issues. So this is all really like tying in together. So you really got to try to loosen up a little bit. Stop trying to control everything in your life, because seems like to be like this ongoing theme with all the signs. Let go of the control issues. If the more you push, the more you'll get pushed back. So you really got to calm down, sit back and let things play themselves out. But it says here the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. The second chakra is it's the sacral chakra. This has a lot to do with like your confidence. This has to do with the balance in your life, just daily routines. This energy center is right below your navel, but above. It's like this energy center it's below the navel section of your body. Okay, that's where that energy center is. And if you can meditate, I don't know if any of you meditate, but I would suggest it if you don't, because even if you don't believe in all of this, meditation is good for everybody, because it helps you clear your mind. Your mind is on like overdrive all the time with all these thoughts in and out, in and out, in and out. And when you can meditate, you kind of just slow that down a little bit, and things become a little bit more clear, a little bit easier to navigate through life. So, when you can meditate, you can also concentrate. For you Cancers, concentrate on this sacral chakra, the second chakra, because this chakra can really throw you off balance. And when you're not balanced, when you're out of alignment, things don't go your way. So when you meditate, you can kind of imagine like this orange, or because that chakra is an orange color, you can kind of imagine like this orange ball just getting brighter, brighter, and brighter, and just spinning. And the faster it spins and the brighter it gets, the more you're kind of like balancing it out. All your chakras need to be realigned and balanced and cleansed. So when you meditate, it's always a good idea to do that. You can actually look this up whenever you're feeling things are not working out for you, whether it's in clarity, the way you communicate, the way you feel, the way your intuition, your balance, your love life, all of that. Every single chakra has its own job. You can Google this, and like the sacral chakra has a lot to do with your balance. So when you Google that, it'll teach you what that chakra center stands for and how to cleanse it and balance it and retune it. There are also things on YouTube that you can watch and listen to, and guided meditation. So if you don't know how to meditate, go up on YouTube and learn, because with the way the energies are working on the planet right now, it's so important for you guys to really, really, really start becoming aware of the energies that are happening, because everything is absolutely changing on this planet. I post a lot of stuff that will teach you these things. I post a lot of different links, and I don't really get too many responses because they just seem like they would be really boring or uninteresting. But I can't tell you, I can't even express really how detrimental it is to watch them. So it's so important, okay? Really, I wouldn't post things like that, especially, you know, knowing that you may not watch it, but I always post it in the hopes that you do or read it, because everything's changing. It really is. So it's important. Okay. All right. Let me stop rambling on and let me move on to Leo. Okay, Leo. There it is. Queen of Water. That's a nice card. All right, Leo. Oh my gosh. You got two of these. All right. Oh. Leo, Leo, Leo. March 1st to the 7th. You know, sometimes you got some signs that you favor over the others. You know, I mean, it just typically the people that you kind of click with better. And I definitely have mine. Oh, this is nice, Leo. And mine are definitely the people that I click with the best are Libras, of course, Aquarius, Virgos, and Leos. Those are my favorite. I love everybody. Don't get me. I love everybody. I love people, but those are my favorite signs. Okay. He said, "Thank God." Kobe, why did you say thank God? Did I miss that? Oh, gotcha. All right. Oh. Okay, Leos. All right, so you've got the Queen of Water. This is relationships develop to a new level, trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. And you also have release your ex, retreat, and caring connections. The tarot cards that came with the Queen of Wands are the Two of Cups reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Five of Wands. So, month, make it a year and a half. Oh, I understand. It's been like that for everybody, Kobe. Okay, let me see. I'm not really... I'm going to have to go more intuitively off this reading than the traditional meaning of the cards, because that's what I'm getting. Okay, so this week, Leos, it seems like you're really... Now, this could be something new, but I really feel like you're feeling particularly lovable this week. It could be with somebody else or somebody new. But I also feel like you're having a hard time making yourself available emotionally. And part of the reason is because you've been hurt in the past. You kind of got that wall up. And what it's saying basically is the sooner that you can release those emotions, release that hurt, release that past, because Leos have definitely been hurt in the past. They really have. And they're good people. I mean, they really like... And I have to say this, and I hope you Leos don't get mad at me for this, but it's the truth. You guys really like attention. You really like to know that you are everything to a person, and sometimes you go above and beyond to get their attention. Sometimes, I mean, Leos have no problem being the center of attention. Most Leos, okay? And if this doesn't resonate with you, then you're probably more in touch with a different aspect of your chart. But a Leo who's in their element is really all about needing to feel like they're the most important person to their partner, even above work, even above social activities. Above all of it, a Leo has to feel like they are the most important thing. And it has nothing to do with an insecurity thing. It's just they are, I mean, for the lion to be their symbol makes a bunch of sense. I mean, when you think about it, you look in, like if you look at a lion's kind of clan, you know. You'll see that main alpha lion. That's the male lion. And then he's got his female lions all around him, you know. And he's in charge of all of them, and he has to be. And sometimes he'll just walk and prance by, showing his mane, showing the way he walks, just really trying to impress his female. And Leos really do that in relationships. They really try to impress their female. They really go above and beyond. And when they're not feeling it's being reciprocated, they start to get depressed. It starts to bring them down, and they start to, it really hurts them. Leos have a very outward, strong, masculine, even females have the masculine side. Leos just have a really strong sense about them. But inside, they're softies. Leos are like a Skittle, you know, they're kind of hard on the outside, mushy in the middle, but they're really sensitive. They're really, really sensitive, and they get hurt easy. And so because of that, they tend to put this wall up when they have been hurt, because it hurts so deeply that they don't want to be hurt again. So any Leos this week that are either starting something new or trying to come out of that shell, just let it happen naturally, because if you don't, you can kind of, you know, not really blend well. I mean, I see you coming together with people, and this could be an air sign that I see this happening with. And the communication, you've got to be able to let that wall down, you know, release whatever's happened in the past with like a bad relationship, release that. Maybe go somewhere alone with this new person that you're starting to see, and let that time together just be you two, and make that connection, because I really see that that can happen. But you've got to be able to release that past and understand that this person is not that person, okay? So, but if you guys can do that, and I think you can, because Leo's a really strong sign, so if you guys can do that, you're gonna come above this, all right? But you really got to be able to release that that old relationship. You know, you may not be with that person, but the energy from it still kind of lingers, and it still kind of affects you on some level, and you're finding it hard to trust, just to even trust people. Okay, so just try to move past that. You will. Okay, so the next up is Virgo. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's going on with you this week. This is for March 1st to the 7th. I'm a day late. I apologize, but my life gets crazy. All right, Virgo. 9 of fire. Don't give up. All right, let's see. 9 of fire, Virgo. Whoa, you see that? That's awesome. Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. Let me tell you, I love seeing that Sun card. That Sun card, it's like the most positive card in the tarot. Most positive. I love that card. So, Virgo. This is for the week of March 1st through the 7th. Do not give up this week, Virgo, whatever it is you got going on. Virgo. Okay. Okay, so the cards that I got for Virgo are the 9 of fire. This says, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. And the two cards that are going with that is the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. That makes a lot of sense, okay? And I'll explain in a second, because I want to show you these other ones. Because two popped out for the romance oracle. And they are religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And then the next one is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And the the guidance card that I got to go with that is door to personal health and happiness. So do you see how even from all, I mean, you don't even have to be a reader to see how this all kind of ties in together, and they're all from different decks. And this is what I love about doing, you know, using the different cards, is because, and the different decks, is because this isn't me. This is definitely, especially when you see the cards pop out, some of them I pick out myself, but it's guided. It's definitely spiritually guided. And so I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. All right. So with the Don't Give Up, the Nine of Fire, and seeing the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, Pentacles are tangible items, things that you're working towards, things that can show progress in material gain, financial gain, something that's tangible, something that you can feel and touch, not necessarily feel like energetically, but something that you can hold, something that you can grasp and hold in your hand, you know. That's the Pentacles. It's like tangible items, and it's also like a money card. Okay, so this usually has to do with finances and money that's tangible, right? So then you got the Sun. This is the happiest card in the deck. So when it says don't give up this week, keep the faith, okay? Because whatever this is, and this is an ace, so this is a new project, this is something new. So whenever this comes up, it's telling you to keep the faith, whether it's a new idea to make money. Keep the faith in this. Don't give up on it, because the end result is the Sun, okay? This is such a good card to have, okay? The Sun card. All right. So that's going to turn out well if you can stay grounded, if you can stay optimistic. Keep your, keep the ideas coming, keep the work flowing, because you're going to get what it is that you need. Okay. Sorry, guys. My cat is really trying to get out of the room, and if he has to use the bathroom, I don't want him doing it in here. Hold on a minute. Come on. Go on. Sorry. Okay. So, now with the Romance Oracle, you may be feeling that with the religious factors, doesn't always necessarily mean you're religious, or you could just be spiritual. It could just be that you are more aware of the energies that are taking place right now, or maybe the way that you see things is not necessarily the way that your partner sees things. Or it could also mean that it could also stand for, because we got the door to personal healing and happiness. So it could also mean that some of you Virgos could be seeing things more in a spiritual light. It could be becoming more spiritual. And maybe you're putting your love life on the back burner because you're not so sure where this is leading you, where this is gonna take you. And maybe that you are looking for somebody at some point who sees things from your perspective, because a lot of people's idea on spirituality itself is shifting. People are becoming more aware of the different energies. People are becoming more aware of who they are, really, more on a soul level than anything. A lot of people are doing a lot of inner work, a lot of soul searching. So, and it's a very healing thing. It's a very healing process when this happens. And when you're working through this, it'll always bring you to, when you could do some deep soul searching, it will always bring you to a better place emotionally. And when you're in a better place emotionally, you will match up. Your energy will align with that same type of person. And so maybe right now is not a good time for a relationship. That's fine. But I think you know this, and I think you're okay with that. But it is worth waiting for, because when that time does come, your energies are going to align. They're going to match up. Okay? So you actually have a really good week this week, Virgo. So keep up the good work, and just keep pushing, because the end result is awesome. Look at that. That's the Sun. You cannot get better than that. So that's this week. Okay. Libra. That's me. Libra, Libra. Let's see what's going on for Libra this week. Lord knows, I hope it's a good week. March 1st through the 7th. Libra. That's the Ace of Earth. These things can be a little bit slippery. Libra, you look like so far you get a pretty good week. Libra, you're dropping the weight. You're dropping the weight. This is such a relief for Libra. Oh, it really is. I can say that personally. So you go, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay. So Libra, the main energy this week is the inflow of abundance, a promissory business venture, important documents, or contracts. The Ace of Earth. That's beautiful. Okay, so the inflow of abundance. Abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. It could mean anything abundant in your life. It could be love, happiness, friendship, work. It could be anything. Anything that you can receive more of is abundant. Okay, so, and that's perfect because you've got the Nine of Cups and then the Ten of Wands in reverse. So the Nine of Cups is a real happy card. This is like a wish card. This is like celebrating a wish coming true. This is when you see all the cups in this card. Excuse me. I don't know if you can see that. You see? Okay. So when you can see all the cups in this card, cups are emotion. And excuse me. In this card, you can see that, you know, people are just enjoying themselves, enjoying life, starting to see the fruits of their labor, because Libras really have been through so much. And this work this week is going to be a relief to a lot of you Libras, okay? You see the Ten of Wands. Now, see the Ten of Wands upright, you can see this person, they're just pulling and pulling like all this weight. They're just pulling all this weight. They're really exhausted. They're fatigued. They're over it. But when the card is in reverse, it's kind of like that weight is starting to drop off. It's kind of like the things that have just been holding them down and holding them back is just starting to drop away, drop away. So this is an awesome card to have when you get the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands are any tens are endings, and they're endings to new beginnings. That's going to start new beginnings. So when you got that Nine of Cups upright, which is a celebratory card, and then you got the Ten of Wands right next to it, that's like you're feeling really good because you're feeling that weight dropping off. You're seeing it happen. You're starting to see everything that you work towards starting to come to fruition. All right, so that's awesome. And then this isn't like maybe not necessarily the relationship aspect of your life, but I'm going to move towards that right now because we've got in this one codependency. And codependency, it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so this has a bunch of different meanings with this, okay? Excuse me. With codependency, the name of the card is such a turnoff to me. I don't like the name of this card. Whenever I shuffle this card, and whenever I get this card, when I do my own personal readings, it really doesn't feel good to me. I look at this like, ugh, I don't like this card. And obviously I'm a Libra, and it's coming up again. So, but I'll explain a little bit. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so with codependency, this could be talking about addictions to alcohol, drugs, whatever type of addiction that is, okay? And that will always absolutely affect your romantic life. But that's not necessarily what I'm picking up with this reading, okay? Although that it could stand for that, and so maybe there are very few Libras that could be related to. But what the main energy that I'm really picking up from this is maybe starting now to understand that you do not have to depend on other people to take care of you, especially with the Ace of Earth, and starting to see this abundant period starting to come around and starting to drop that way. You're starting to maybe feel more in control of your situation, less dependent on other people for the things that you need, whether it's emotional, tangible. Libras are starting to come into who they are and starting to feel better about themselves and feel like they can accomplish things by themselves without other people. And then you've got adjacent possibilities as a catalyst to that. So you're really starting to see other opportunities. You're really starting to see more doors that weren't available to you before are starting to open now, even out of nowhere. I mean, you see in here, you see like you don't see any staircase that leads up to the second level of this place. You see that? Okay, but you see you're seeing doors open. You're seeing, even in the floor, you're seeing doors open. You're starting to see all these opportunities open up before you that you never even realized were there before. And you're starting to come out of that codependent energy, which is beautiful, okay? So they have affected your love life in the past, meaning maybe you've given up a sense of independence in the past. I know I had. Maybe giving up a sense of independence in the past. Maybe giving your power over to somebody else that really didn't deserve it, because they didn't respect it. When you handed it over, it wasn't in the sense of, here, take my life over. It was in, I trust you with me. And when they kind of abused that trust, you washed your hands of the situation, but didn't know how to get out of it. And so now you're starting to see the different possibilities, the different doors opening up. So that's always a beautiful thing. And that doesn't necessarily have to be in romance. That could be in work. It could be in anything. Okay, so you'll know how it resonates with you. Okay, so that's beautiful. All right, Scorpio, you're up. What's going on with Scorpio? There's one. Six of Earth. That's a really good card. To me, I feel like that's financially connected. Let's see the Romance Angel card. Let's see what you get. Passion. And the energy surrounding the Romance Angel. Oh, you got two in reverse. Okay. Now I need two cards for the Six of Earth. I like to grab, I got the Moon. No, the Hermit, sorry. The Hermit in reverse. me shuffle that again. Okay, and the Chariot. Okay, so Scorpio, the Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Okay, that's the main energy there. But then you have underneath that, kind of like the catalyst to that, is the Hermit in reverse and the Chariot. So maybe what I'm seeing with this, okay, maybe you have a concern about money. I think maybe you're not going on with your intuition. Good morning. You're not going with your intuition with this. I feel like you're kind of ignoring your intuition in this situation. And you're thinking about going in a different direction. I think maybe you're feeling like when it comes to work, I feel like you're thinking that it's not everything that you thought it would be. And you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. And so I feel like you're starting to head towards a different direction, take a different approach to how you make your money. It could be getting a second job, but I feel like that what you thought that this would be, it could be maybe causing some type of headache. But I also feel like maybe what you thought would be you'd be receiving on this job, maybe you're not, and maybe that's why you're starting to head in a different direction. I mean, I'm also getting, and I'm not even seeing this in the card, it's just kind of what I'm hearing. Maybe there's somebody on the job, maybe some gossip going on the job, and you're not really, I feel like you can blow it off, but I feel like it's also, I feel like you're blowing it off because you don't want to make waves with anybody. But I also feel like that it's starting to get to you on some level, because Scorpios are not really good at staying quiet when they see some type of injustice towards themselves. Scorpios are definitely ready to go all in and fight for, you know, they stand their ground. They definitely defend themselves. Okay, so I feel like you may be finding a new direction, but I also feel like maybe your intuition is a little off this week, because I got the Hermit in reverse. This is kind of going within. I don't see you guys doing that. This is usually using your own intuition to see through a situation. So I feel like this situation could turn out a little bit better, whatever the situation is. It could turn out a little bit better if you guys would just take the time to go within this week. And I feel like you're having a hard time doing that. And I say that because also in the romance sector, you've got the Passion card. Okay, that came up with the Romance Oracle. That's the Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy is what the card says. But you've got the two of these, Goddess of the Moon, and it's this card, but it was in reverse. And you've got the Thinking Woman, also in reverse. Okay, so you've got the Hermit card, and in the beginning I called it the Moon, which it isn't, but if you can see him beating on that drum kind of looked like a moon to me. So that's why I said moon. And sometimes, you know, Spirit will like point you to something like an image and give you a thought. So the moon is really relevant in this reading to me, because the moon can usually cast a different light on a situation. Maybe have you seeing things from a different perspective, maybe seeing things not as they really are, like an illusion. I always get the word illusion when I think of the moon itself. So illusion in your own mind. You're not thinking clearly. And if you would just take time to go within and start to clean out some of that energy that maybe you know, maybe you could be wrong in the way that you're thinking. Maybe your approach is a little bit off, but I really feel like it's because you're not in control of the energies that are going on around you, and that's okay, but you've got to try to think a little bit more clearly, because it's affecting every area of your life this week only, okay? This is for the March 1st to the 7th, so don't think that this is going to be like this ongoing scenario. It's not, okay? This is just for the first week. I really feel like things are a lot better than they appear. Things are a lot calmer than you're perceiving them. I really feel like that this is all a little, I don't want to use the word paranoid, because I hate that word, but I feel like just having a hard time discerning the different energies that are surrounding you right now, just really having a hard time interpreting the different energies going on around you at this time. So, you know, don't overthink. Don't make decisions this week based on anything from an emotional point of view. Just wait that out, okay? Just kind of ride that out. Even if, because I really feel like just this week, and Scorpios are usually really, really intuitive. So, they're really in touch with their inner self. And so just try not to base all your decisions on your intuition this week, because you're a little off, okay? All right, so Sagittarius, what's going on with you? March 1st to the 7th. Oh, there we are. 6 of Fire. Good news is on its way. Okay, Sag. Chemistry, it was in reverse. All right. Main energy with this. Envy. That's not good, Sag. That's not good. But we'll see. We'll see. Because it may not necessarily be you. It could be somebody else feeling this way towards you. But it could also be you feeling that way towards somebody else. Whoa. Okay, Sag. Okay, Sagittarius, this is what I'm getting for you this week, okay? Okay. So, what I see for you, okay, and this may not be for every Sagittarius. Like I said, this is general. This is a general reading, so this isn't going to resonate with all Sagittarius out there, okay? So understand that when I do these readings, they are general. Every single person has their own personal experience, their own walk in life, okay? And sometimes Spirit has a stronger message for one particular 2, 3, 4 different people that may be, you know, look at this video, but not the thousands and millions that are actually walking the planet, okay? So understand that. There's a lot of Sagittarius people out there. Okay, so the 6 of Fire, victory, good news, it's on its way, public recognition or rewards. This is the energy this week, if you would allow it. Okay? And I really feel like that for some of you, Sagittarius, I feel like you're in your element for sure. Sag is a fire sign. We've got the Queen of Wands. Wands is fire. I feel that you are this week very fire. The Queen of Wands. They are. How do I want to explain them? The core cards are not the easiest to explain, okay? because they could have so many different meanings. But the Queen of Wands in this aspect, they're typically a sign that a person or energy that they're usually they watch. You know, I see them being watchful, like they watch people, but they're ready to act. They're friendly, they're outgoing, they're very outgoing, they're very high energy, they're super, super friendly. And when it's the opposite, they're just as fiery. So when they're angry, they show just as much passion in their anger, in their jealousy, in their love, everything. It's to the extreme almost, okay? But sometimes a little bit irrational, okay? So, but what I feel like is going on with the Sagittarius this week, and I'm getting this especially like for female, not necessarily male, although it could be, okay? But this is what I'm picking up. I'm getting maybe like a nostalgic feeling, maybe memories of the past, maybe memories of your childhood coming up. Maybe I feel like a lot of you Sagittarius are going to be really thinking about the past, maybe the direction that you took in life. I really feel like you're going to be doing that, but I feel like it's kind of reevaluating decisions maybe that you've made in the past and thinking that maybe, okay, and kind of like weighing up your good deeds against your bad deeds and trying to balance that out and thinking, okay, did I do, like karmically, have I been a good person? Have I been nice to people? And thinking that you deserve the rewards that are coming because of this. Because lately you haven't been feeling too grounded. Lately you haven't been feeling you're being understood lately. And I really feel like there's been a lot of confusion with Sagittarius lately. And if this doesn't resonate with you, check out your moon and your rising. But I really feel like that this is what's going on. But I also feel like that you're starting to kind of move out of that energy and starting to move towards something more like a goal. You're really starting to move towards the things that you want, the things, maybe you're done with that really high energy, get up and go, hang out with these people, go and do this, and just maybe you're trying to come up away from that. Because I really don't feel like that has served you too well in the past. I feel like you've had a lot of negative influences around you in the past. And so I feel like this week you're really starting to work towards what's going to benefit you, what's going to bring you some type of stability, some type on a material level, what's going to bring you some type of material, maybe to feel more grounded, maybe to feel like you have more control over a situation than you do. Okay, so, but I really feel like what you really got to be mindful for is stop focusing on what other people have, okay, because you're not matching up with others' energies, excuse me, and you're starting to look at the tangible things that other people have worked towards, the tangible things that people own and that they have, and the way of life that they're living, and you're starting to feel a little bit of jealousy over this. Or if this isn't you feeling this way towards other people, it could be other people feeling this way towards you. And so if that's the case, try to ignore that and still be friendly and still be nice, okay? But I really feel like you're really having a hard time relating to people this week, or other people are having a hard time relating to you. This could go either way. This could be vice versa. This could be Sagittarius experiencing this as themselves outward, or other people experience this same energy coming from other people, okay? But I'm really feeling strongly that this is outward more so coming in, all right? But it could be both ways. So however this resonates with you is how it's meant to be, okay? So just try to drop any type of jealousy that you may have towards other people, because you really are a divine human being. You really are more. There really is more to yourself than you really think there is. And if you could only see, and kind of remove that mask a little bit, because if you could only see that inner that inner part of you and see where you came from and who you are on a soul level, you would feel so much better about your situation, about you, and that you do have the ability to move forward. You do have the ability to sustain the things that you're working towards or the things that you want. But it really is all about action. You're not going to get there by just sitting, okay? You really have to move. You really have to take action. And I really feel like you are this week. I don't feel like you're going to be sitting there and dwelling. I really feel like you're going to get up and you're going to take the action. Because if you are jealous of somebody else, you really don't want that, and you really want what they have. And there's nothing wrong with seeing things that other people have and wanting those same things, but the emotion that's attached to that is where that could be your downfall. So be positive. Be grateful for the things that you already do have. Enjoy other people's success. See other people being successful and be okay with that. Be happy for other people, because you don't know what they had to go through in order to gain their success either. So everybody doesn't just have things handed to them, and so when they are working towards what they got and then they finally have it, they've earned their wings. They've earned that respect that they have. And so to be envious of that towards other people is not healthy. It's not okay. And it's really going to hold you up. And you really have the fire this week to push that forward, okay? So just stay grounded and stay mindful of that this week, Sag. Okay, Capricorn, you're next. All right, Capricorn, what's going on? March 1st through the 7th, 2017. Capricorn. Queen of Earth. Thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make timing for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Well, you usually do, don't you, Capricorn? You really are kind to people and understanding until they piss you off, and then when a Capricorn is done with you, they are done. They are done. Good luck trying to pry that door open. Capricorns do not play around, but they'll stick around for a long time. They will walk through the fire with you for a long time. And then when they can't do it anymore, they won't. And they refuse. And you cannot make a Capricorn budge. But they're very, very, very warm-hearted people. Very warm-hearted people. Okay. All right, let me see. Get 2 more cards and then we'll be ready to start. There's one. Wow. There's the other. All right. Oh, this is good to see, Capricorn. This is really good to see. All right, so I really feel like this warm, sensible, like this creative, like this energy, I really feel like this is talking about you with you. I don't feel, this may be you with other people as well, but Capricorns lately have been doing a lot of inner work, and this is why I'm saying it the way that I'm saying. It's because you're starting to come out of that real stagnated energy, that really I don't want to say depressive state, because a lot of you Capricorns, I wouldn't necessarily call it depressed. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say just a heightened sensitivity. And when negative people are around you, you've got to avoid that like the plague, because it really does get to you. You really are normally a grounded sign. You're an earth energy, so you normally are really pretty grounded. Okay, and I really feel like what's been going on is starting to kind of drop off, because I know for the monthly reading, you've got you had in your reading the 5 of Cups, but it's in reverse this week. And the 5 of Cups is feeling like emotionally unfulfilled, like you're lacking something in emotion. this week. And Capricorns have really been really hard on themselves lately. And so where I see this card in reverse, it's like that's dropping away. You're really starting to feel more comfortable with who you are, with more comfortable in your own skin. And I know that's been really difficult for a lot of Capricorns lately. So when I see the card new love come up in the romance sector, this could be literally a new love, but it could also mean new love for yourself, the way that you're looking at yourself, especially when it comes to the way you have been feeling with the Five of Cups. But that's in reverse, so that means that's falling away, that's dropping away. And so this is like a new feeling about yourself, and this is, and then you got the journey. So when I see the new love and the journey coming together, this could literally mean going on a journey with somebody you just met, or a new journey because of the newfound love that you have for yourself. And that's beautiful, Capricorn. I'm really happy to see that. Congratulations. It's been a long time coming for you, especially. Capricorns really have a hard time. They're really good at beating on themselves. So that's the main energy this week, Capricorn. Congratulations. Okay, next up is Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. What's going on with you this week? I'm feeling a very fiery energy with Aquarius this week. So I'm to a fire. There it is. How do you like that? So if you ever had any doubts, there it is. All right. Getting to... Oh. I love when I use the different decks and they just kind of mesh and blend together, you know? They kind of come together. I love that, love that. Hey, Destiny, I see you, girl. Alright. Oh, sacral chakra for you guys, too. Alright. Let me see. Tarot. Oh, Aquarius, what's going on? Aquarius, you're out of balance this week, Aquarius. You got to find that balance, okay? You're moving forward, okay? You've got the, hey, precious. You've got the Two of Fire. You're making a decision. You're trying to decide which direction to move in, okay? But I don't feel like you're using your intuition with this. I really don't feel like you're going, you're really off balance. You're off balance. Twos are balance. The chakra, the second chakra, is balance. And then when I see the High Priestess, which is a very intuitive type of energy, and then I see that in reverse, and then you've got the Five of Cups that's feeling a lack. You're just not happy where you're at right now this week. You're not happy at your lot in life this week. And you really need to get in touch with you. It's saying getting to know each other. I really feel like that's what's going on with you. And I feel like you're not comfortable with who you have been lately. And I feel like you're starting to see who it is that you have been. And don't dwell in that energy. Do not dwell in that, because people do not see you in that way. Most people really enjoy you. You're a very lovable person. You're very fun. Very fun. Aquarius is so fun. Okay, so you're a very lovable, fun person. And I just don't feel like you're feeling that way. I feel like there's like a lack. You're feeling some type of lack. But this isn't... I mean, you may have the habit or the tendency to project that out and think it's because of what you're missing out in the material world, but that's really not what's happening. It's really that lack within. You're feeling that lack within, and you're not in touch intuitively. You're really not listening to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that you do need to be more in touch with who you are. You do need to find that balance in your life, and you do need to understand that you're a beautiful person. Aquarius have really been struggling about who they are. And so what the main energy is telling you is get to know each other, meaning get to know you with you. Okay? And this could be for Aquarius starting now. And this is for some Aquarius, what I just said. So for other Aquarius, the message could be a new relationship, deciding whether this is something you want or not, because the Two of Fire is traditionally the Two of Wands in the tarot deck, okay, in the traditional tarot. And that means choosing a path, trying to make a choice. Which direction do I want to go in? Do I want to go this way and be by myself, or do I want to go this way and keep or stay in the relationship that I'm in, or do I want to go this way and try to find somebody else? And when you got the getting to know each other card, it's you maybe meeting somebody for the first time, and you're really getting to know them, but you're off balance. And if you don't use your inner guidance with this situation, you could be leading yourself down a path that's not going to fulfill you. Oh, my battery. You could be leading yourself down a path that's not going to fulfill you. Something that's going to just really, you're going to feel lack. So you really have to get in touch with that inner part of you and really do some deep inner work so you can stay on the right path and trust your intuition. Really trust it, because it's guiding you. And do some work on that second chakra, because this is what's throwing you off. All right. So the last reading, Pisces. I think I might have made it with my phone. You heard the battery. I'm telling you, these live readings kill my battery. So at the end of this, this is, let me see, Pisces, March 1st. At the end of this, I will post the timestamps for each sign. I might have to charge my battery a little bit first, okay? But I'm going to do that because I will be uploading this video also to YouTube as soon as my battery strengthens a little bit. Okay, and I do have a reading today, so this is for Pisces. And also, if you're interested in a private reading, you can schedule yourself on my website. You do not have to schedule with me. You can just go straight to my website and click on schedule and payments, and just follow the buttons, follow the links. When you click on the calendar, when you click on the service that it is that you want, a calendar will pop up and it'll show you my available times. And you can actually schedule yourself there. I'll get a notification through an email and text. And if you also schedule mistakenly to something that you didn't really want, you can also go back in there and reschedule by following the link. When you type in your email address, you'll get a link to the schedule, and so you can go back in there and follow that link. Okay? All right, Pisces. Pisces. Okay, Pisces. I feel like you're going to be working on a new project this week. And it's not really, you're not really seeing the efforts, the tangibility part of it. You're not seeing this coming through yet. The idea is there. You definitely have the idea. This is the Three of Pentacles. It is in reverse. So the idea is you're grinding, the gears are grinding, you're coming up with the new ideas and the inventiveness of it and everything that you need to push this new idea through. But I really feel like, and this is to start a new beginning, but I really feel like you're lacking trust within yourself, okay? You're not, because you've got the trust card. This situation is calling for you to have faith. That's in the Romance Oracle, and the third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. Now, the third chakra is the yellow energy center, and that's in the solar plexus. And that one is definitely your intuition. That has everything to do with your intuition, your inner guidance. And when you're not trusting yourself, you're not following through on the things that you want. These new beginnings, this tangible, something that could bring you something really tangible, really worth it. The new project, this is the beginning of it. You have to trust that the beginning of a project, you're not going to see the results in the beginning. So you really have to trust yourself. You really have to trust that you have what it takes to start out on this. This could be in any aspect of your life. This could be in work. This could be in a relationship. This could be family. This could be buying a new car, buying a new house. This could be in anything. This is the beginning stages of that, okay? And so you really have to trust yourself, and you have to trust that you're on the right path. Because if you don't, it's going to fall apart. I really don't see it happening, but I really feel like you're going to move forward regardless, okay? So you have to be careful, because if something is telling you, don't move forward, then you really have got to trust yourself and not move forward. I don't see anything bad coming up with this, but whatever this is, this could cover so many different topics, because I'm talking to so many different Pisces out there. But understand, you really have that fire energy in you right now. You really have that creative energy in you right now to move this through, to move this forward, and you're going to do that, whatever it is. But just trust yourself. You got to have trust in this situation. And if this is something that's happening around you by somebody else, especially in the romance sector, it's asking you to trust that as well. And if you're feeling like a new person coming in, the beginning of a relationship isn't sitting with you, trust that. Do not sit with somebody if your intuition is telling you not to, especially if it's the beginning of this relationship. There's no emotional attachment there. There is no need to do that. If you're feeling a lack of your, of inner worth or whatever, it doesn't mean hold on to a situation so you're not lonely. That doesn't make sense, because you're going to end up worse in the end. So trust your intuition. That's the main message here, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to put everything you need to know in the above the video when I post this to YouTube, and also, with all the links. And also, I'm worried about my battery. It's dying, so I'm stumbling over what I need to say. But thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you. I'll see you again next week. All right, thanks. Bye.